celebrities. Now, right here, this is my best friend from college, Caitlin. She came to visit me this weekend. Caitlin, where did we go to college?
The University of Colorado Boulder.
That was a million years ago, it feels like.
We're not going to talk about that.
However, Caitlin has the same midnight munchie craving she had way back when. Now, what is that exactly?
Oreos.
When she told me that, I definitely cringed and was throwing Oreos at her saying, don't eat these because they're absolutely terrible for you. So I thought we would try to recreate them GiGi approved.
Okay, sounds good.
Does it really sound good, Caitlin?
We'll give it a shot. If I get to eat them and you get to be happy, that's all that matters.
All right, well, hopefully they're good. This is gonna be a very interesting experiment because I've never done this before. And
I barely know how to turn my oven on, so this will be fun.
It's gonna be a food fight in the kitchen. It's gonna feel like college again.
Exactly.
Woohoo! Well, I'm ready to get started.
I'm ready too.
For this recipe, we are gonna use 1/4 cup of coconut flour and 1/4 cup of tapioca flour. Have you ever used tapioca flour?
Don't know what any of these are.
I've never used tapioca flour either, so this is gonna be interesting. 1/4 cup of coconut flour. Now you do the honors and put the tapioca flour in there. We're also gonna need 1/4 cup of cocoa because that's what Oreos are. They're chocolatey. So why don't you do the honors of that too?
Okay.
Woohoo! Into the bowl it goes. It already looks delicious. I feel like you could eat this by itself. Next on the agenda, we need 4 tablespoons of coconut butter. I could eat this with the tablespoon by itself. This is probably gonna be a little too hard to mix, so I'm gonna melt it in the microwave. Now we have 4 tablespoons of melted coconut butter, and we're gonna stick it in this bowl here. Looks really, really tasty. We need a tablespoon of coconut milk, so why don't you help me out here, Caitlin? Pour it in there. You could be a little generous. I mean, I make the rules in this kitchen. We also need some vanilla extract. This is Capella flavor drops. These are actually awesome. This is vanilla custard, so we're gonna make it a little interesting. We're also gonna add 2 tablespoons of my Xylitol honey. It is sugar-free honey, and it's not actually honey, it just has like honey flavoring, but it's pretty top notch, so we're gonna put that in here as well. Even though Oreos are vegan, these are not going to be because I'm gonna put an egg in there. You probably could make them vegan, but I'm not gonna try today, so crack an egg. Since this is pretty dry, I'm actually gonna add some water, make it into a dough consistency. Here I have a cup of water, and I'm gonna add a little bit at a time, so I'm gonna add maybe a 1/2 cup. We're gonna mix this together, and we're gonna see how the dough-like consistency turns out. Look guys, I'm upgrading, I have a whisk! Do it. Get in there. Ooh, this looks fun.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Oh my gosh, we could eat this raw too. Why don't we just eat this raw? Who cares? We don't have to bake anything. Because we're girls, we tried the batter prior to it baking, and we decided we want to make it a little bit sweeter, so we're gonna add some Swerve, which is also erythritol. Much better, much better. That extra tablespoon of sweetener really helped. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on parchment paper, we're gonna flatten it out, and we're gonna make the little Oreo circles.
Sounds good.
I'm pretty excited about that because I actually got a cookie cutter for this recipe. Caitlin, I got it for you.
Yeah.
This is dedicated to you. And Nabisco, you can suck it. We have no room in the kitchen. All right, we are gonna put all of this deliciousness onto this parchment paper. The best part is we're gonna have some batter probably left over in the bowl so we can eat it. Yeah. And it's all over that whisk too. When I was younger, my favorite thing to do was just lick the whisk. Oh, okay. She is going for it.
I don't like waiting.
Lick it.
There you go. Some chocolate all over my face.
Flatten it out with a parchment paper. Here is our chocolate. This is going to be the shell for our cream for the Oreos. Exactly. Did you always open it and eat the cream and then eat the cookie? I only really ate the cream. So I just eat the cream and I'd say goodbye, Oreo. I don't like you.
Or I would just eat them all at once.
Whoa, really? So here we have our little cookie cutter. Now this is a little bit bigger than an Oreo,
That's
but
okay.
I don't care. These can be monster Oreos. They're healthy, so you're
Bigger
allowed
the
to.
better.
Exactly. The bigger, the better. Go big or go home. What we found out is that we added a little too much water to this batter, so it's very sticky. Instead of adding a 1/2 cup of water, maybe add even just like a 1/4 or even less than a 1/4 cup of water. Even though it might feel like it's dry, the drier the better. The problem we're having right now is we can't really take the batter away from our circles. So we're actually gonna bake this in the oven with all the rest of the batter around it, and then we're gonna pop it out. We're gonna hope that works. works. And if it doesn't, oh well, we're just gonna eat this raw, and this was a delicious mixture of chocolate.
We found out how not to do it.
We're gonna put these delicious chocolate circle-y things in the oven for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay. Hopefully it cooks a little bit and, you know, gets hard. When these are cooking, we are going to make the filling.
Sounds good.
I'm excited for this. As Caitlin continues to eat the chocolate, I will make the filling for this recipe because I wouldn't want to get in the middle of you two. I think we have a new relationship going on here.
Don't mind me, I'll just be over here.
If that chocolate was a celebrity, who would it be?
Oh.
That's a good question. You think about that while I make the stuff.
Channing Tatum.
Oh. Heyo! Channing Tatum is in the kitchen today. Filling for this recipe needs 3 tablespoons of coconut butter. We are going coconut butter heavy today, and woo! You need to melt this coconut butter, guys, obviously, which is exactly what I'm trying to do here. So I'm gonna put it in a little bowl. Are you gonna share Channing with me or not?
All mine.
Fine. Here we have 3 more tablespoons of melted coconut butter. We're gonna stick it in this little bowl here. We're gonna add some more vanilla extract because, I mean, the cream filling is vanilla, about a half a teaspoon. And then we are going to add some more of this deliciousness. I mean, he's in a little bear, and I like to eat foods that look like animals. We also need 2 tablespoons of water. Now, to this, I'm actually gonna add a little protein powder. Maybe just 1 tablespoon. You know, we need to make these protein rich, right?
Yeah. It works, you see them.
Exactly, they're even healthier. Now, you can use any protein powder, but I'm gonna use my favorite. I'm gonna use some NuZest again. Now, we're gonna stir it all up. This smells really good. And you know what, I'm gonna try this. Stick your pinky in that. You know what you wanna do? You wanna take some of this raw batter, and you wanna stick it in here. Oh, look at this. This right here is gonna be amazing. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Oh no, this is bad news. This is bad news. These need to cook like right now. All right, well, we have the filling ready. Our cookies are baking in the oven. We're gonna clean up the kitchen, and when we return, we're gonna have it all together, hopefully. Or we're gonna at least construct it. All right, Caitlin, how do these cookies look?
They look interesting.
This is the Oreo cookie bottom layer. And we are just gonna put this right here on the plate. Now, Caitlin, why don't you do the honors and put the cream filling on the center? Do you want a lot or a little? I like it creamy.
You always start off just a little bit, and then you can always add more.
Then we've got the top here. It's not super thick with the creamy, but look, it's something. It looks good. It's the sandwich cookie. Caitlin, why don't you do the honors? Is that good?
Yeah, it's really.
Success! Could you eat these at midnight when you were back in college?
Oh yeah, that filling is really good.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Obviously that doesn't taste just like an Oreo.
That's okay.
It's a little bit more doughy. It's not crunchy like it. I think if you baked it longer, you can make it crunchy, but this is perfect. I like the mouthfeel.
The essence of the Oreo is still there.
Oh, I think I like chocolate now. You know what the best part is? So we have the outline here. So I'm just gonna dip this in the frosting. Do you see this? This is happening. Caitlin, thank you so much for inspiring me to make this. 100% success?
100%.
Okay, well, I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to finish eating all of this stuff because I'm just a little piggy. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do try this recipe at home. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be here next week. Unfortunately, Caitlin will not, but that doesn't mean she won't necessarily be in another video soon. So, bye!
Bye.
Oh my god, I want more.